Morning folks, just a quick one this morning because I haven't got a lot of time today. I just watched the Jaime Munguia John Ryder fight from last night, and Munguia took a 9th round TKO victory. It's quite an entertaining fight, a little bit one-sided for me. Munguia, he had Ryder down in the second round. I didn't think it was like a combination that put Ryder down, and I didn't think it was that bad. Ryder wasn't that hurt. I mean, he went down, but he jumped straight back up, and he seemed clear-headed. But Munguia was in control. He put Ryder down again in the 4th. Again, I didn't think Ryder was that hurt. He didn't seem really buzzed to me. I mean, obviously it was enough to put him down. But he did have his moments. I mean, in round 6 and 7, certainly, Ryder came back. He was countering well. He wasn't going to go down without a fight. I mean, as we know from his entire career, John Ryder is a tough motherfucker. He really is. He's tough, and he gave it his all. But I thought the writing was on the wall in the build-up, because he kind of said, if he loses this one, this is it. He's going to retire. He didn't want to be a journeyman. He didn't want to be a name on other people's records, like padding people's records, if you will. So that kind of alarmed me slightly. I thought he's kind of gone in with the loser's mentality, because usually when you see fighters, not always, and there are exceptions, but usually when you see a fighter talking about retirement before the fight, in the build-up to the fight, it's not usually a good sign. It's like they've turned up with that mentality that they're not gonna win, and that's the end of it. Like I say, in round 6 and 7, Ryder, I gave those rounds to Ryder. He did quite well in the 8th as well. I would imagine a lot of people would possibly have given Ryder the 8th. But in the 9th, he was put down twice. And again, he didn't seem really badly hurt. I mean, his face was marked up. He was taking a lot of punishment. He wasn't going to win a decision. And the fight was stopped. I thought it was stopped a bit prematurely. I would have liked to have seen Ryder go out on his shield and at least see the final bell. That's just me. I didn't think he was getting really hammered. Just my opinion. I mean, if you disagree, if you thought it was a good stoppage, don't get me wrong, it wasn't a bad stoppage. It wasn't a robbery. Oh my God, it wasn't controversial, because he wasn't going to win the fight. It's just I would have liked to have seen John Ryder go out, seeing the final bell. You know, I mean, he was still trying in there. He was giving it all he could, but I think Jaime Munguia he's too young, and he was too strong, and he was actually bigger in there, which surprised me. I mean, John Ryder's a career super-middleweight pretty much, and he's been a super-middleweight a lot longer than Jaime Munguia has. So I thought that he would be the bigger man, and he would be the bully in there, but he wasn't. Munguia, from the opening round, he was pushing. And he was taking a lot of punches, Munguia. I mean, maybe it's because, John Ryder's not really that hard a hitter, to be fair. I mean, he caught Canelo with some good punches in their last fight, but Canelo's got a good chin. But he's not a huge knockout guy, Ryder. It's just my opinion. You may disagree with me. That's what life's all about. We can all have opinions. We all see things differently. But no, good win from Munguia. Obviously, a lot of people want him to see him in with Canelo or Benavidez. Hey, I've one of those fights. I take my money now. I'd love to see that. I personally think I'd rather see Benavidez get at Canelo first, and possibly the winner fight Munguia. But hey, hopefully one of these fights happens at some point. So no, good fight, entertaining fight. It's just a sad way for John Ryder, because if he sticks to what he says, this is it for him now. He's going to retire, which is fair enough. Other world title action: WBO minimum weight champion Oscar Collazo from Puerto Rico took a TKO victory in the 3rd round over Reyneris Gutierrez. Good performance from Collazo. I'd like to see more from him. I think he's very good. It's just a shame that the lower weights, especially the straw weights as we call it here, minimum weight in America, I believe, anything sort of flyweight below, people sort of tend to not think about in a lot of countries, and I think it's very sad. And no, he's got superstar written all over him. I mean, hopefully he can move up and fight bigger names in bigger divisions. But he's only had 9 fights now, 10 fights now. So a very, very, very short career so far. And obviously he's still learning. I mean, he's a young, it's a very young career. 9 or 10 fights. I'm sure it's 10 fights. Correct me if I don't know. I haven't had a lot of sleep, so my brain's a bit foggy this morning. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was a good night of boxing. And next week we've got Buatsi against Aziz. I'm looking forward to that one. I know I shit on the Ben Shalom boxer cards a lot because I think they're pretty awful. The undercard doesn't look particularly inspiring to me from what I've seen. But no, I'm looking forward to this fight. Bit of a grudge match. They don't seem to like each other very much, which is a key ingredient for a decent fight. So I'll be talking about that one next week. Right, I've got to go now, folks. You take care. Have a good week. Hope you're all well. And thank you for watching and listening to me ramble and mumble on about the sport I love. And I hope to see you soon. Take care, folks.